So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop. Prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. You might have heard that live shopping is exploding. And I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. What's happening? How are you? Oh, by the way, if you're a perfectionist or a person who thinks they're a perfectionist, but you never really, listen, I've met you 1,000 times. You think you're doing it perfect, but we all know better, right? You're trying. But if you're that way, it's really a flaw to be a perfectionist unless you got to get it perfect. What the hell are you talking about, Scott? Well, the evil of good enough. We're going to lean on something that is going to make your life a little bit easier today, a thought I have used and had for a very long time and taught for 20 years now. But also another thought behind that really makes a difference. But you got to get from one to the other and you have to make a choice. So listen today. It's going to be a little different for you. I think you're going to like it. It is a daily boost from MotivationToMove.com, the most unique motivational coaching show on the planet. Why? Because it's powered strictly by Scott Logic, this dude that walks in the studio, former radio shock jock, former voiceover guy, former TV and film producer, former just about everything over a course of a lifetime. Found a podcast way back in 2004 and just kind of headed down that road. Brought it all with me, too. All I left behind were the unicorn and rainbows. I didn't bring them with the studio because we don't use them here today. Good to have you. My name is Scott Smith. I'm the founder, Chief Motivating Officer. Thanks for... Man, that was a bad diction, wasn't it? If you would like to edit that, podcast editors, go back and do it. Fix it up, send it to me. We'll ship it out again, okay? But I'm not going to do it myself because that would be trying to make it perfect. And today's show is about being good enough. There's somebody out there right now saying, Scott, that's like making a typo. I can't read your stuff if you make a typo. And if you slur your words, I can't see it either. Well, I'm not your show then. Go find somebody else, okay? But if you listen 30 seconds, you'll like me again. I promise that. The evil of good enough. Man. So let's, if you're a perfectionist, let's talk a little bit, okay?
Teens share everything. That may include the bacteria that can cause meningococcal disease known as meningitis. Even if your teen's been vaccinated in the past, they could still be missing meningitis vaccinations. Ask your teen's doctor or visit meningitis.com today. Sponsored by GSK.
A few years back, I'll never forget, I was in a hotel. Well, I forgot where I was. I think it was in Las Vegas. Doing some speaking gigs back then. And I was on a coaching call, jumped in my hotel room for the afternoon, and a gentleman, I believe his name was Mike. Mike had been an attorney. He was a But I haven't heard from him for a long time. He may still be around. But he had switched to become a surgical assistant. And he was old. Maybe he was like my age. He was old. I think he was like 57 or something like that. But he switched careers. Totally changed it. That's a big deal, isn't it? And a lot of folks do that when they're 50 or 60, second careers. They just decide they want to change. He did that. But he shared this useful saying that he's heard many, many times in an operating room. The evil of good enough is better. I don't want to say good enough. I want to say good enough. That's it. Just be good enough. Now, almost everything you do, good enough is fine. In fact, most of the day, you're just doing good enough. Or if you really admit it, you're just doing good enough. My wife is a perfectionist, and she is always trying to be a perfectionist and trying to get things absolutely perfect, and yet she rarely does it. I just sit back and smile and laugh now because she thinks I'm a hot mess. I'm watching her. She's trying to be perfect at everything, and she'll spend an hour trying to get a streak off her new stove I bought her. She's never going to get it done because I'm going to come back around and I'm going to put another streak on there just for the fun of it. Perfectionism is not going to get you very far for the sake of being a perfectionist. So 99% of what you do every single day is going to be good enough. Is going to be fine, even at levels of like rocket science, brain surgery, or some combination of that. Even at that point, perfection is not the best place to be. Sometimes you get close enough. That's good. We're good. Let's don't mess it up anymore. And that's what happens. So the more you dig in, trying to be a perfectionist, trying to make things the way you think they ought to be, the more you mess up the good stuff you've already done. So the first thought in this is to, if you're trying to do that all day, every single day, just kind of put a check on it. Just say, is this good enough? Have I reached the level where this matches the standard where I need to be? This is going to cover it for everything. 99% of your day is going to be that way. And it already is. I'm not telling you something you don't already know. I mean, how you're cooking, how you're driving, how you're dressing, all that kind of stuff. It ain't perfect every single day, and it's never going to be. It's going to be good enough, right? So where do we get perfectionism? Well, perfectionism kind of lies on the other side of it. I do believe that when you decide to be really good at something, it takes a couple of things. First off, the decision to get rid of most everything around you, and the decision to give yourself more time to go work at going really deep on your work and really working to be as much of a perfectionist as you can, to the point that the work that you do is fantastic. And people look at it and they go, man, you're so good. I can't ignore you. This is awesome. That's perfectionism. And that's okay when you decide to do that. And there are places to do that. There's no doubt there's time. Some people write books. They do that. They, instead of writing a book and, oh, you can write a book in 30 days. No, you can't. I've tried. You can't do it. It stink if you do. Some people take years to write a book, 3, 4, 5 years. And they go, oh my God, how'd you do this? It's the greatest book ever. Well, because I decided to be a perfectionist, decided to give it the time, decided to go deep, decided to remove my focus from all the other stuff and pay it here, and just tweak. You know, sometimes we have a project I'm working on right now, and I wrapped it up yesterday. For all intents and purposes, it's done. And my wife was saying to me, so what are you going to do? I said, well, it's good enough, but I think I can take it to another level. I think I can. So what I'm going to do is next week, instead of doing what I was going to do, I'm going to put 40 hours in. I'll sit at my desk for 40 hours. You know, I'll just play around. I'll sit around and I'll take this and I'll just go deep. Now, what will I be doing? Well, I'm not going to try to fix anything. I have no idea what I'm going to do in terms of making it better. But what I do know is this. If I walk away for the weekend and get a whole lot of rest and just take my time and don't fill my brain with anything, I'll get up Monday morning and I'll find all kinds of little nuances and I'll take the time and go deeper and deeper and deeper because I want it to be better. Will I ever get it perfect? Probably not. But it will get better and better and better the more I tweak with it and get it there. But 99% of your day doesn't need to be that way. And that's probably the biggest lesson of this program today. So I want you to look at your life right now. You are good enough most of the day. No matter how fancy, dancy, important you think you are, no matter what you do for a living, it doesn't matter. You're just good enough in almost everything. And perfectionism isn't going to happen very often, even though you may be trying to do it. Just accept that. Look around you. Use a little of your power of observational motivation like I do all the time and pay attention to it. And accept that's where you are and then put a standard on it. Say, this is what I'm going to do. Best I can. Going to get it good enough. It's going to check all the boxes. Life is going to be really good. Is it going to be my life work? Well, actually, it is. It's what you do every single day. It is your life work. Is it going to be the work that you consciously go after and want to do, make perfect and leave your legacy and all that stuff? Probably not. Come here. I have a secret for you. All that good enough stuff, when you die someday, people are going to look at it. They're going to go, man, they were great. Look at all the stuff they did. That's how it's going to play out. They're going to see you for the person you were all along the way. But forget that. Say you just want to go deep and do something really meaningful. You know, it's kind of like the podcast or something like that. God, it's not like 4 million people do a podcast already. You can do it, make it special. got news for you. I could spend 80 hours a week trying to make this one 10-minute podcast. It'll be about 2% better, maybe. It's good enough. It's good enough. Now, if I spent 5 years working on a 10-minute podcast, put on the deep work, made every single word count constantly, delved deep into the research, made it like a TED Talk, be a different story, be a different product, be a different presentation. But every day, good enough. That's why I make a mistake and don't worry about it too much. It's good enough. We try again tomorrow and see what happens. You do the same thing. In fact, you're already doing it already, aren't you? You already are. I know you is. All right. So tomorrow, talk about your activity. Now, I know you've been told, take action. Come on, take action. That's the power, personal power. That's what Tony Robbins calls it. Personal power. It's true. You get off your ass and go do something, stuff's going to happen. But there's a problem with getting off and doing something. There is. You can get all busy, get all motivated. Some of you are going to do it today. Some of you are going to do it tomorrow. You just get up, here I go, let's go do it. And then you're going to cry in your beer on the weekend wondering why you didn't get anything done. Why is that? I'm not going to tell you today. No, are you kidding? That's a tease. It's like Netflix. It's like the show ends, you got to come back tomorrow. And you can't, well, you can binge it. Just wait till tomorrow and listen to 2 shows in a row. You could do that as well, couldn't you, huh? Hey, join me at Facebook. Go to, where is it? dailyboostpodcast.com/Facebook. And if you want to get this commercial free, plus the Daily Nugget, the Daily Click, the Boost Coaching, check out dailyboostpremium.com. I'll see you tomorrow.